playoff. And now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Kickoff team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Play action here on first down. Looking to scramble. First play taking a deep shot. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. One massive play, and suddenly they're at the plus 45-yard line here. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Wolfpack, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Can't quite get out to the 25. They'll spot it at the 24 to begin the drive. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it go quickly. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
He'll ride the back again here. Breaks an open space. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, just throw the ball away, see what happens on this next down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And here's the handoff. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. All the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. On the move now. Bulk area brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Direct snap. Touchdown, Tigers, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. NC State comes to the line quickly. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's McGowan. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Touchdown, NC State. That's how you finish a play. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. And now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner decides to field it. Oh, the returner fumbled it. And the return team able to make the recovery and avoid a damaging turnover there.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Off the play fake, looking to throw. A deep shot right down the middle. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, LSU. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
the return starts just inside the end zone. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Grab down the middle. It's McGowan. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Here comes the up-tempo offense. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle, but first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He'll throw it now. Grab for the receiver. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
He steps out of bounds. No gain on the play. Well, early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. And as we move to the second quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? He's looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. NC State comes to the line quickly. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking for the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14. Now here's the toss play. Not much on that play, brought down short.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Tackle down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. And they hand it off to the back. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. Here's the option play. It's a quarterback keeper. He's swarmed by the defense. 4th and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop?
Well, a great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. Go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
That decision to go for it on 4th down doesn't work out. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. He gets loose. First down, looking for more now. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. We go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Getting set. Here's second down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
We're going to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. Running with purpose. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back to pass. It's Murphy. Moves out of the pocket. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield. Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
After one enormous play, the offense is set up with a 1st and 10 inside the red zone. They'll run it here. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. 1st and goal, handoff. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and he reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught by the receiver.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. NC State comes to the line quickly. From the the shotgun, handoff inside.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's McGowan. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
NC State has moved into the red zone. First down. We're going to throw the football. Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Oh, almost intercepted. Big guy would love to have that one back. Couldn't quite hold on. So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. And it's good right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. On first down, it's play action. The pass rush closing in. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out. It's Barry. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. To the air, it's Murphy. He fires it down the middle. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He could go. Out past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina State. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. And a pick six. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. He escapes the pocket. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to scramble. Oh, and they get him. The defense finally chasing him down for a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
That sack sets up a third down play. That's caught. It's Durham. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. He'll try a pass here. It's reeled in. It's Durham. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for a man deep down the middle. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a first down.
Direct snap. Touchdown, Tigers. And that will give them the lead now.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the move now. Finds his man. It's McGowan. Across the 40. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. NC State comes to the line quickly.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Thurman. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Looking to throw it on first down. The sure hands. It's Anderson. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The offense really clicking here. Using his legs, it's McGowan. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up.
And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. NC State lines up first and goal. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, NC State.
Fresh set of downs, first and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught quickly. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. There's still plenty of work here to do now on second down and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football. NC State comes to the line quickly. They'll look to throw it on third and goal. Moves out of the pocket. Heavy pressure, he lets it go.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Could be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Picks up the first, looking for more. Here he goes. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Man, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
And now from the pistol formation. Back to pass. It's Murphy. Bringing pressure. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, and now it's going to bring up third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here they come on 4th and long. Giving up that sack earlier has made this a huge challenge. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. The pocket breaking down. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. They finally stop him, but not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. 4th down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
Pounding away with the run game. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
27.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
They're going to run it. He shreds the tackle. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And the same runner's got it again. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Play action, looking to throw. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone.
That is such a big pickup for this offense late in this game. You go play-action pass on third down. You know, a lot of times you're caught up on the quarterback trying to sell it. But I think the entire offense does their job here. The defense is out of position, and they're able to convert.
Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Trying to run. It's Durham.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Who called this one? Interesting call by, I guess, the offensive coordinator. Hands it off to the tight end, and I respect his ability, but I'm not surprised it didn't gain many yards.
Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up fourth down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on first down. Looking for a late deep shot. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down. NC State comes to the line quickly. First down, looking to throw the ball. Going to try to use his legs here. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He's running out of time here. It's a fumble. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
And when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today in a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. And I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.